everyone, and welcome to a new Sims 4 speed build. My name's Lorraine, and today we are doing a family house rental in Mount Komorebi. One of the things I did with this is I actually used the terrain tools to bring the ground up a little bit to look like little mounds of snow. I think that looks really neat. This is a pretty simple house, but I tried to make it neat though. The goal was to kind of not have a $600 a night rental house in Mount Komorebi. Because I have one of my Sims at the moment is a extreme sports adventure person, whatever that new trait is or aspiration is, and they were spending all their money to go to Mount Komorebi, so I was like, I could build a cheaper one. And it's funny because as simple and nice, as cool as this is, it's still like it's still kind of expensive. I think it was $388 to rent. I'll have to check and I'll put that in the description how much it is to rent. Anyway, so I tried to use platforms quite a bit in this build. They're a bit buggy and they're a bit annoying, but they do look freaking cool. So obviously I'm not using them at the moment. At the moment I am getting that outside structure together. I used the new pillars that came with this pack, and I love them. I think I mentioned this in my Okia build, but they have a really awesome wood grain texture that I think is like just so stunning. I really love this pack. Like, I've been playing with it now for a little bit, and I've had a lot of fun with skiing and rock climbing. My Sims haven't gotten to the top of Mount Komorebi yet, but we'll get there. The other thing that is so cute and so fun is like sledding with toddlers. Oh my gosh, it's like the most adorable thing ever. So cute. Oh, and look at that sliding door. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. I'm like, I needed that in my life and I didn't know it. So here I'm using a platform. And as you can see, when you put them in, the walls disappear, which is quite annoying. So what I kind of started doing was expecting the walls to disappear and just kind of going with it. Because, I mean, you know, there's all kinds of weird glitches in The Sims, and, like, I guess I figure you can kind of complain about them, or you can just roll with it, and if they're not, like, life-alteringly bad, I try to just roll with it, but anyway. So here I was trying to figure out how to put down tatami mats, and I did not know that you can rotate floor tiles by using the bracketed keys on your keyboard, the ones that look like little like less than or greater than signs, you know, like the alligator in school that are on like the comma and the period key. So you push those and they rotate, and then you can make tatami configurations that way. I did not know that, and I learned something new, and I'm very happy about that. So I'm putting in another platform, and I wanted to put a fireplace up in there. I just thought, oh my gosh, I really thought that would look cool. One of the things I did with the platforms too that you might have seen me do there is I pulled the square platform out and put it out in the yard somewhere, and then made it smaller, because since everything disappears, you can't really put it in to your build and then make it smaller. So I've been trying to start with that like tiny square to minimize the platform placement damage, because the struggle is real. So here I'm getting a staircase in, and I tried to in older houses in Japan, from a lot of the documentaries that I've watched, there's a thing with the stairs being too dark or too steep. So I kind of tried to give it like that steep, or not steepness, but darkness, by having it kind of enclosed. I don't know if I think that it's cool. You'll have to tell me. I tried to make this a really interesting build and a cozy build, because you all know how we feel about our coziness. I think I'm going to try to put out a tutorial on how, like, different ways to use the platforms as well. I haven't done that yet. I actually haven't filmed a tutorial before, so I will have to figure out how that works. But here I was originally going to make that sunken space into the dining room, but I actually decided to make it a kid's room instead. Because I really like the idea of making this like a family house, because it is so cool to me that kids and toddlers can actually have fun in the snow too. Like we don't have a lot of skills like that kids and toddlers can do as well as adults, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's pretty awesome. So here I am putting in some flooring, and I think that there ends up being a kitchen, a dining area, and like a seating area in front of like a big fireplace in this room. It's kind of like a big all-purpose area. I really like the family that I made for this house too. They're a family that I've been playing since Snowy Escape came out, and the mom is a scientist, and so is the dad, and they fell in love at work, and they have a little baby, and he's so cute. He's an adorable little toddler muffin. Anyway, so I don't think they're married yet. I think that they are engaged. And the dad is Eric Lewis, who is, one of those Sims that I think he was originally married to Alice Lewis. He's one of those Sims that's just in the game. He's one of the regular townies. But I gave him a massive makeover, and he's much better looking now. He wasn't too bad to start with, though, I have to say. But he's better looking now. He's got some nice CC hair and things going on for him. I tried to make this interior as minimal as possible because, it's a rental, so like people don't really feel like how much clutter are you really going to bring with you on vacation, or how much clutter is really going to be in a rental house like waiting for you. I don't think that there's going to be too much. So here I am working on that front area, and I was trying to figure out where to put the bathroom, and I think I ended up changing this later because I wasn't sure what to do with this space, and this particular house too is more boxy than what I'm used to building. I wanted to do that because I see that a lot in Japanese architecture, where it is kind of boxy, but then they use other elements to make it look more interesting, which I find to be really cool. Like, that makes a lot of sense to make it simple and then add to the exterior. Now that is just like my observation, and that may not be true, and I've never been to Japan. This is just what I've seen like on the internet and stuff, so like please don't come for me if I'm wrong about that. So here we're just finishing up in here. I did kind of fool around with putting like a don't wake the llama table in there, because I was kind of like, what do I put in here? Like, I kind of got a little bit lost, and then I think I ended up taking a break and coming back and changing a bunch of stuff, because a lot of things didn't work, especially with the new platforms. Like the bed up there did not work, and a couple of other things weren't working very well. I think the ideas were good, they just needed a little bit of help. So here I'm trying to figure out how to get up to that platform to get into the bed. I finally made a ladder work, but I had so many weird glitch issues with the new platforms. Probably the most funny one was when I was doing the toddler kids bedroom on the bottom floor. I kept having this rug, like, it was doing this weird see-through levitation thing. I have never seen anything like that at all in Sims. Like, I was just like, what even is this? What is happening here? I don't think I ended up fixing it. I think I made the rug smaller, and it made it stop doing that, but it was quite odd. So here I am changing up that upper platform in the master bedroom, trying to make it so that everybody can get into the bed and out of the bed and around the bed and through the bed. Maybe not through. But yeah, So I made it better, I think, because I did try to play in it, and then it was just like bugging out, and nothing worked. And I think one parent could sleep in the bed at a time, which is obviously not ideal. So yeah, I had to remake it, so I did. I put the like the bathing area upstairs and the toileting area downstairs too, because like it seemed like that was a good idea, I guess. Because I don't know, like it just seemed like that made sense. And I wanted a little bit more light in here. I really like that lantern from Outdoor Retreat, and I never have an excuse to use it, and it looked really good in this build. So here's where I like completely redo that area, because I was just like, okay, this doesn't really work. So then I made that into a little bedroom in the corner there. And then I think I made the other corner on the other side of the staircase also into a kid's room. So like there's enough places for your Sims to sleep if they come here. So there's like a toddler bed, and then a kid's bed, and then well, I mean it's an anybody bed, but it's a single bed. And then the other room I kind of was thinking more like for a teenager. So here I'm using a platform for the child's bed, because I wanted it to be raised up, because how cool would that be as a kid? Like, I would love that. You do have to make sure that there's plenty of space for them to actually get into the beds, though. I discovered that the hard way, and it was quite annoying. So when it worked out for this room, though, because toddler beds only take up like 2 squares, and then kids' beds take 3, so it fit really well, and it looked really cool. I really like how this bedroom turned out. Playing around with the platforms, even though they're buggy and kind of annoying, was really fun. Like all the cool things that you can do with them, I think they're just like so much fun. I'm looking forward to them being fixed a little bit. And if they don't get fixed though, like it'll just be like everything else in The Sims 4. We'll just get used to it and find a way around it, you know? I'm already getting kind of used to like trying to make them as small as possible when I put them in, because I know that they're going to cause me problems. And here I'm trying to get a ladder going up to the platform, which is another thing I was struggling with, because apparently if the platform isn't tall enough, then the ladder doesn't work, but if it's too short, like then you can't use stairs, and I don't know, it's worth it for the effect, but it's a pain. So here's the thing with the rug. I don't know if I ended up recording it, that it went very like supernatural on me. It's like the haunted rug of the Japanese home. I know I went in and play tested it, just to make sure that everything worked, because I kept trying different stuff and having it not work in this build, so I started just like play testing everything while I was doing it, which is odd because I normally do that anyway. Somehow I got out of the habit of doing that, and I really paid for it with platforms, because they're like, oh, you're not gonna play test, I see. How about if I make your life much more difficult? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so here I am making this little just single bedroom for like a teenager or a second child, because I guess I'm assuming that you could have multiple. Well, there's a toddler bed and a kid bed in the other room, so this is just another single bed. I did want to make it match though, so I think I ended up changing the bed to match the ones in the other room, because I thought that it would look so cute. I used the beds from Eco Lifestyle, because they kind of have almost a Japanese sort of vibe, and like since we didn't get futons in this pack, I find it kind of like, I was trying to find beds that at least kind of looked like they could be a futon, and now that I'm saying that, I realize I probably should have put tatami mats in those downstairs bedrooms, but I did not. I did not do that. And also, I did not do the research to see if I put tatami in a way that was not bad luck. So, I hope I didn't bring bad luck to your Sims with my tatami configurations. Anyway, This is a new shelf that came in the pack, and I didn't realize that it fit together like that until I made this build, and I thought that was so cool. Because doesn't that look neat? Like, having a shelf like that, like, oh, it made me so happy that it just kind of clips together like that. It looks very, like, streamlined, and it just looks cool. I really like that. I think that that's a fantastic new feature. I hope we get more things like that. I feel like that we kind of probably got that instead of new cupboards to go with the new counters, but it looks cool, right? I mean, I like it. Anyway, so we're just about at the end of the video here. I'm so glad you guys decided to click on my video today. Yay! Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more fun content just like this. Be sure to hit the notification bell so that you'll know when my next video comes out, and I will see you next time.